Hello, this is Doom, and this may be building through metal. So I'm going to do a new series of videos where I come up with adventure ideas, campaign settings, hooks, and present them to you. But my inspiration for these ideas comes from metal lyrics, songs from metal bands that I'm familiar with. So the first band in question is the Agony scene, which you may or may not have heard of. And we're going to go through a little bit of some of their lyrics and talk about what ideas I get from them. My son only took a 5-minute nap, so he's gonna he's gonna finish this video with me. So I'm gonna go through and read these lyrics from the Agony scene, and I'll put the links below for the songs if I can find them. And then I'm gonna go and talk about how those lyrics have inspired me and what thoughts they brought to my head. These are the prayers of a faith we have lost, turning our backs on what we thought we would die for. This makes me think of a monastic order that has recently learned that their lives of devotion have been in vain. They have discovered that their deity is either dead or never existed in the first place. Do they continue to go through the motions because their livelihood depends on it, or do they spread this knowledge to the masses? Do they start new lives, or do they find a new god to worship? Next lyrics. We found a reason to bleed, so let us pray. One of these monks, in despair, discovered a form of self-sacrificing blood magic, and this may influence the philosophies of the monks in the near future and what they're going to do with the temple or whatever the structure they're currently residing in. Next lyrics. In death we are as one, infested with disease. This makes me think of a cult ritual performed by all the cultists that will result in a massive undead creature whose body is composed of all of their corpses. This undead behemoth will have many abilities to bestow diseases upon others, those unlucky enough to gaze on its form or be touched by its putrid skin. Next set of lyrics. A thirst I cannot satisfy. This is the end. I will be born again in death. This makes me think of a vampire game where a new clan is started from the death of a member of one of the canon clans. So maybe you have a Bruja that dies a traditional vampire death, but instead of dying, they are reborn into some sort of new vampire clan, some new bloodline. This vampire has a taste for other things than just blood. And some more lyrics that kind of associate with that. Your pain has become mine because I no longer feel. In death we'll suffer more with skin torn open wide. These vampires perhaps feel nothing at all. Maybe they have no humanity rating. Maybe they use another rating from Vampires Revised. Their skin flakes off like dry, brittle parchment. Next lyrics. We'll watch the heavens burn tonight, praying for an answer. When our salvation is death, we're given something to believe as dying voices fade. And from these lyrics, I created an entire setting. I created my burning heaven setting from these verses. Upper layers of the atmosphere are on fire. It is a young setting where the first created beings may still be alive. Dying intelligent races immolate when they die, and their fiery souls return to the fire from whence they came in the heavens above. We were born for sacrifice, our existence justified in our fear of a god, a faceless deity. We are gathered here tonight to bear witness to the slow decline of humanity. We've brought this on ourselves. This makes me think of a post-apocalyptic setting where there is an all-powerful computer system that breeds humans solely for entertainment purposes. These humans have made a religion based on the fear of this computer god, with rituals to appease his wrath. And the last one for today. We forged this path of resistance and died for an empty cause. When there was nothing to live for, open your eyes. Is this what we've suffered for? This makes me think of a military experiment on dead soldiers, where they chemically enhance them and replace their blood with some vibrant colored fluid. Some of them have awakened with only flashbacks of who they once were, and find no doctors or lab techs in the area where they awaken, but see other experiments still slumbering around them. And the question remains, what do they do, where do they go, and who are they? These are some ideas I got from reading these lyrics. I'm going to try to do this in the future with other bands, but this was the Agony scene. And like I said, I'll try to put the links to the songs below. Thanks for watching.